This is an emergency. Tempo has reached critical level.
What is going down? Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Southwest, the world. I got Pablo Pleasure
What's
in the
good, what's
studio
good?
with me tonight.
What's good? What's good? What's up, y'all?
How you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Great. Tonight we got an awesome episode tonight with my good friend Pablo Pleasure. I literally just met this cat this year. We were at a show with Sombra, one of Sombra's shows, and he walks up to me. He's like, "Bro, your shit's dope. We got to do something together." So as soon as I thought about this podcast, I was like, I got to bring this cat in because,
Oh yeah.
we got some very interesting songs from this guy, and I don't think there's anybody out of Southwest that sounds like him.
I appreciate that, man. I
Don't
appreciate
worry
that.
about it. They don't call you the Richie Valens of Southwest for nothing. So
I appreciate that.
no, don't worry about it. So tonight, we're gonna talk a little bit about influences, some origin story. We're gonna talk about family, friends, and the future.
with
First things first. Introduce yourself. Let us know where you come from.
Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Pablo Pleasure. I was born in Detroit, Michigan, raised in Southwest. But I went to just about every high school you can think of downriver, and therefore, But yeah. My pops came from Mexico over about in the '80s or whatever. Came over to Texas. Met my mom's in Detroit. And shit, it was love at first sight, I guess. He had my looks, so it was probably easy for him. But yeah, man, Detroit to Lincoln Park now. And shit, who knows afterwards? Probably back to Detroit. I like
Hey.
the big grown movement.
Hey, it's hard to move away from home, bro. Believe me, I lived in Southwest for the first 18 years of my life. I moved out to Wyandotte for about 2.5 years. Came back, lived on Ferdinand for about 5 years, and now I'm over here on the west side. So, yeah, I believe me, it's hard to stay away from home. I understand completely. Um, moving on. Was there any kind of like what was your main influence in music? Your top artist that you just like changed your whole aspect in life in music? Who was the one artist that just did it for you?
Probably for me, man, it has to be 50 Cent, to be honest.
50 Cent. Yeah, I get a lot of 50.
Yeah.
I kind of underestimate him a little bit because he yo, what's going on? Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. Got
Oh, you good.
a little bit of delay there. Sorry. Yeah, 50 was always I always underestimated him because when he first came out, I always thought he was just gonna be stuck in M Shadow.
Yeah.
And then when Get Rich or Die Trying came out, it was like, completely.
It's
This
50.
guy's on a whole other level.
Yeah, bro. What's nuts for me is like before 50, all I listened to, all my parents bought me was Temptations, oldies, Motown music, nothing else. I never had any rap in my life. My older sister, she loved Pac, all that.
So
Like,
that's where all the singing came from.
yeah, all the singing is like all, and then my cousins, my age, were all girls, and they liked NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. So, bro, I was just singing bread. But I was at Burger King on Verner, right there across from Arandas, and dog comes in with like this big old box of CDs, like burnt CDs, and I remembered one song I liked on the phones at the T-Mobile store. It was a Samsung. It was Candy Shop at 50 Cent.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, Father, hey man, you got Candy Shop? I just like that came in my head. You got that Candy Shop song by 50 Cent? He's like, hell yeah, right here. And it was the Valentine's Day Massacre. He pulled it out. I'm like,
Oh.
man, I was like, how much? And he's like, $5 for you, man. I'm like, that was my fucking Burger King. So
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. I'm like, right here. I left. My dad's like, where's the food? I lost the money. I got my ass whooped, but shit, I put on that 50 Cent CD.
Hey, man.
And shit, once that shit dropped, and my dad blew in the room like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, it's a 50 Cent CD I got for $5. He's like, what? I'm like,
Oh, man.
it's a 50 Cent CD I got for $5. And he's like, so it was 50 cents and you paid for. I was like, nah, the rapper. And I paid $5 for it. And he's like,
Hey,
he just
still
walked
don't-
out. He
still
just
didn't
walked out.
understand.
He didn't understand
Yeah,
shit, man.
believe me,
After
'cause
that,
my mom seen 50 Cent. She's like, well, I don't understand. Is that his rap name or does that how much you pay him to sing? I'm like, Mom, no, that's not. That's his name. She's like, well, that's just está bien raro, no? It's like
Yeah.
a little weird. I'm like, yeah, ma, it's hip hop. That's hip hop for you.
Bro, it's like he just like the name just it astounded adults, bro, and it just fascinated kids, bro. You just like I want to know more about this guy.
Yeah,
and after that,
exactly.
bro, fucking like a switch blow on. Like
Yeah,
I like this shit.
yeah, because I when Get Rich or Die Trying came out, I was still stuck on all the Chicano rap from California, the Mr. Shadows.
See, I'd never heard that shit until like sixth grade. I got on the baseball team, and there is this other only Mexican guy on the whole league was him on my team. His name was Paco, bro, and I'm Pablo, bro. I was like,
Paco
this
and Pablo.
racist ass shit. They thought we were related, bro. It was like fucking. I came late one day, and they're like, "Where's Paco?" I'm like, "I don't know." They're like, "It's not your brother." I'm like, "No, what the fuck?"
I hate it when they sit there and they automatically assume like you speak Spanish. Like, hola,
Yeah,
amigo.
bro.
I'm like,
come on,
bro, I'm the
dog.
worst
Like,
speaking Spanish and Mexican you'll
yeah,
ever
bro.
meet.
Especially as a kid, bro. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of my face.
And it was weird because
You
as a
know
kid,
me?
I was fluent. I spoke more Spanish than I spoke English.
As a
and-
little ass kid, bro, I was all I could speak. I looked like a little paisita, bro.
Yep.
And I grew up, went to school, and I had really bad like linguistics, like my S's. I still have a lisp. My R's used to be like owls, like it's
No.
all fucked up.
Bro, I
And they said,
completely understand.
just to help with his speaking, you guys should speak more English at home. And my mom was like, well, I don't speak Spanish. It's my husband and his parents. So shit, my dad had to speak English to me at home, and shit, he didn't know. He knows great English, but he just didn't know like how to conversate with me in English to where I won't pick up his bad accent.
Exactly, exactly. You know what? Yeah, thank God my father he had already been here for a while, so he had already picked up a little bit of English. And then when we were born and we started going through school and all that, and we would come home and we'd speak English to him, and he would reply back in Spanish. So we just attended a funeral the other day, and my dad walks in and everybody's Mario, 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 Dad, and speaking Spanish and speaking English, and he's replying back in Spanish. And we had some family friends that we had just met a couple years ago, and they had never met my father, and they met my mother, and the lady leans over, she goes, why is it that he's speaking Spanish and they're speaking English? And she's like, that's how they communicate. It's weird. It's funny.
No, that's really good. Like that's honestly the best way to just keep the language alive.
Exactly. Like my kids, none of my kids, it's my fault, but none of my kids know Spanish, but they understand it. They understand every single word.
It's never too late, bro. I promise you, because I thought I was done. I'm like, damn, man, I'm in high school, bro. I'm a no sabo ass motherfucker.
No sabo ass motherfucker. Yeah.
I'm over here with the pinching the ball in my face, bro. And I had girls like I would date, bro, and I go meet their parents, and they talk mad shit about me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
they'd want you to be straight. They'd want you to be straight from the rancho, bro. I swear.
Bro, and I'm like, and like the girl, I felt like at that point, bro, I felt bad for the girls because I'm like, damn, they like me. They're caught. I felt they're caught in this weird obstacle, and I'm over here, no good ass motherfucker, just making them fall in love with me.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
it made me want to be better. So like, I got sick of it. I'm like, yo, teach me Spanish. And so every mom, all the moms, they knew like my little struggle, so they just helped me out. And,
Exactly.
Finally got to the point to where, like, I'll explain to someone, like a girl's mom, like, you have to speak good Spanish.
Yeah. No, believe me, with like how you said, touching on the linguistics and all that, I had to go to a class for that as well.
Bro.
It
was dope to get out of class.
Oh, it was dope,
fire,
but then you're sitting there and they're having you pronounce all this shit, and you're like, I know I'm not stupid.
Yeah,
I'm saying this right.
You feel dumb, and like in your head, like you like, but to them it sounded
yeah,
different.
and like I know I'm saying this shit right.
But that shit helps me now, like with like music, to be honest.
Yes, and that's the one thing I told you when I first met you, because the incident with, at the show and all that with you, with that whole incident was the very first thing I told you. That's what defines you. That's what makes you you. You don't. There's nobody in Southwest that's gonna sound like you. Nobody in the world that's gonna sound like you. Yeah. So that I embraced it, bro. That's why I always told you.
I had to now. The show was a different me. I was I just got with my girl. I just left a little street life behind me.
No, I completely.
I was still young and prime to the whole being mature. And taking critical advice about you. But it's you live and you learn. So.
Yeah, and that's what I said. Just embrace it, bro. Because like it makes you.
I'm glad I learned it. Like I said, I'm glad I learned the lesson with them than with someone I'd regret it later with.
Exactly. Yes. That's a really good way to put it. Back to music. So a main influence you said would be 50. Can you give me 4 more? Is there any
shit? Drake right now. Well, not more like in high school when I first started like kind of wanting to take music serious. Was Drake. Like I remember, fucked me up, but I would fall asleep every day in math class to take care. Like it wouldn't be on my purpose at first. I put it on, I'd just be like, just fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd wake up because it'd be like our lunch period in the middle of that class. So I'd wake up, go to lunch, come back, and just fall asleep to the rest of the album.
Yeah.
And like I day in and day out, and I'd start different parts of the album just so I could hear every song as I fell asleep. It's not like nothing like I love the sound of his voice. It was just like I liked. Like just as I liked the vibe of it, and there's nothing else to do but like fall asleep.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like damn, take a shot from me, bitch.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
So like it just kind of stuck with me in my head, and everyone would all be like, yeah, fuck him, he sucks. In my head, like he kind of fire, bro. Like he helped me through a weird time.
I was
in my
on
life,
that bandwagon too. I was on the bandwagon of this guy because I have this thing, or I don't know if anybody else catches it, but I feel like he purposely kind of offbeats his lyrics to his beat, but it kind of sticks to it.
You're the second person to ever tell me that. The first was my boy Andrew, and I know he's watching because he DM'd me saying he was gonna watch it, so he's watching. But we were at a party, bro, and I thought this was just drunk shit. I never peeped it, but since he said it, I have to try to watch it. But he's like, look. I forgot what song he showed me, but he counted the beats, everything, bro. He showed me like, look, it's the 6-1, and I'm over here kind of trying to get like, yeah, bro, for sure, But I'm like in my head, I kept it in my head, like, all right, keep that as information about.
I'm telling you, because I was talking to Quota about it, and I was telling Quota that too, like, bro, I'm telling you, that nigga is off beat. I don't care.
Bro, he was like, bro, he's off. I'm like,
Javi too. I was talking to Javi about it too, and Javi was like, I was like, that nigga is off beat. I'm pretty sure I talked to Prophet too, because I've asked everybody, because everybody says Drake. I'm like, do you notice that he's off beat? And they're like, no. When you go and listen to him carefully, because it literally, if you hear the snare and the way each beat,
that's what he told me.
Every fourth beat hits, and that snare in between, he's off. Just not by much, but like a millisecond or a half a millisecond.
Right,
it's not much.
Since we're talking about conspiracies about music, earlier I heard one. Head Eye MX sounds like Cypress Hill, Be Real from Cypress Hill, but in Spanish. Listen to it later. Listen to it's Head Eye MX and Santa Fe Clan.
I'm gonna have to.
They just dropped. I'll DM you.
Yes, send it to me.
It's that, and then there's a Be Real song that he does with Santa Fe Clan. He speaks Spanish. It's the one with Lupillo Rivera,
and
he's speaking Spanish, and they're like it's not on purpose or anything, but just how their voices sound in Spanish.
Yeah,
identical. And I'm like, I heard it today. I'm like, no, I gotta tell the world. I gotta talk about this on these shows.
Yes, I gotta tell the world about this. So yeah. So we got 50 and Drake. 3 more.
Shit. Right now, bro, Lil Baby really hot in the game. I really fuck with this shit, bro. His flow is unstoppable.
Now, because when he first came out, bro, I didn't care for it because it was always the same thing.
I feel you.
It was always the same.
When he came out, bro, was around the time to where I was like kind of like fuck music, like as an industry. Like it's getting weird. There's a lot of weird shit happening with autotune. Autotune, I feel like is a gift, for the world. It's not nothing that should be overused. It's not something that should be slept on either. It should it can be used perfectly. To just fix your voice, and it could be used kind of sprinkle some dazzle on the song.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like, there's a lot of songs that were coming out at the time to where I feel it was like kind of Renaissance period for autotune. Where motherfuckers are just trying shit.
I hate to say it, but one person that used to do just the slap on autotune was Kanye. Kanye did it with everything, and T-Pain actually came out and was like, "Yo, bro, let me teach you how to do it, because you don't do it. You don't do it. You're not doing it right. Because if you actually listen to I Put On, that autotune is all over the fucking place. All over. It's all jittery. Yeah, it's all over the place.
Yeah. But the thing is, bro, when I Put On came out, bro, I was learning about autotune because my dad had bought me the Isotope T-Pain effect for my little laptop and shit, and I was learning like that, and I didn't like that I couldn't explain it, but I had that like on a few songs, and then Kanye had it. Yeah. So in my head, bro, I was kind of like validated, like, okay, Kanye let that shit on song. So I feel like maybe little fuck ups, not maybe fuck ups, but maybe little mistakes like that, and other people hearing it validated them to kind of enhance those, like, not mistakes, but those breaks and different things.
Yeah.
And maybe like, cause now like certain songs that have that little like jitter, that little kind of
the wiggle.
I like that, the wiggle. They have the wiggle with autotune. They slap kind of just because of that.
Posty.
Yeah, there we go.
Posty.
Bro.
The vibrato.
The vibrato. There we go. When you add that vibrato.
Oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I love when I talk to artists and they know exactly like the nerd terms
Yeah.
for music.
There we go. Yeah.
You know, the vibratos and pitch correction and compressors and this. Like I was
It's just, and it's not even something like you try to learn. It's just like it helps better explain your point because music is
As
such
in-
a hard thing to
explain exactly, and that's what I was and I had trouble kind of explaining that to Quota the other night because we were in the studio and I was talking to him about it, and I'm like, I want you to pay attention. I don't want you to sit in the corner and like, think that he's got it taken care of. No, bro, put your
Yeah.
mindset, put your intel into there. You don't like the way the compressor sounds? Let me know. You don't like the way the EQ sounds? Let me know, bro. So that's one thing I've been working with him. For the last 2 or 3 weeks, working and putting his album together, and slowly but surely he's starting to input
Like,
his
actually, That's when that shit gets started.
yeah,
bro,
because
is
it's
when-
not my music.
Yeah.
I don't know what it sounds like in your head.
I feel you. I
And-
feel like that shit. It should be like Pong. Bouncing that shit right off. each other.
Exactly.
No homo,
You don't care for it, let me know, and I know what not to do next
Yeah.
time.
Or
But-
maybe not even that. It's just because you may do it on that song, and he may say it. Like, don't. As for you, don't even take it out the toolbox. He may not like it for that song. Leave it there for another song.
Yeah.
down
Or
the road.
hey, that thing we did last
Yeah.
time, do it on this
Just
song.
try on this song.
Yeah, that's a really
Like-
good point. You see, that's why I said I like sitting in the studio with artists that know what they're talking about and know. Not saying that Quota doesn't,
Yeah.
because that boy is
Yeah,
talented as fuck.
Bro, dog just spit some shit off that pizza box. Bro. I
Yeah,
was here
oh,
when he
yeah,
did it.
yeah.
He-
We're gonna have to get when I get Knox on the show. I'm gonna have to show him that. Like, look how far he came.
Yeah.
Put the pizza box on there.
Spitting on that shit, but yeah. So other than Lil Baby, bro, because his auto tune skills are fucking fire. Like they just, I don't know who does it, bro. Whoever does it, like y'all, like shit. I don't know, but it's something with it, bro. The same thing with Lil Durk. Lil Durk's another one,
Yes.
bro.
Yes.
I love the whole King Von.
Yes.
King Von, bro. R.I.P. King Von, bro.
Yes.
I loved his music, bro. I was genuinely hurt when he passed away.
Yeah.
The whole situation with that is, because Quando Rondo does make, decent music as well. So, music aside, it's some other beef shit that we don't know because we ain't there. So I'm not gonna, really put my 2 cents in on it. When someone asks me, oh, how do you feel about the beef? Like, it's not my beef, so I don't feel anything.
I don't
you know?
care.
But I am sad. Dog passed away.
Yeah.
Dog can't do the music. Dog can't keep. That shit was the shit. I'd wake up to listen.
Yeah, exactly. Those motivational,
You know?
those music to get you up out of the gutter,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Believe me, I understand.
And he dropped LeBron James, bro, and I was fucking let's go. And then this shit,
Yes.
I'm like, but man, shit, that's how people felt for Juice WRLD, and that's how people felt.
Yeah, oh,
Pop
I
Smoke
was-
a good one.
Oh,
you know?
with Pop, when Pop and Juice, I think I was more genuinely hurt with Juice because
Yeah, he did too. Like
I loved
kinda-
Juice because he took the poppy hip hop shit and he turned it and he put a rock kind of
Yeah.
feel to it.
I feel you.
That's what I kind of wanted to do. I kind of want to implement that into my music, but it's like Juice already did. It's like if I do it, it's kind of like because you go online, you get those Juice type, you
Yeah.
come across those Juice type
Yeah.
world beats, and then you make something, and they're like, well, it sounds like Juice. So I'm trying to get to a point to where it doesn't sound like that, but it's kind of similar.
I feel
Because
you.
believe me, and Pop too. Pop was his the drill sound, that drill,
Yeah,
those
bro.
drill beats.
And the thing is, bro, it's like until him, bro, no one was doing what he was like the singing shit. See, I tried it, and I was like, I like felt a little deep, like it was like you could do it deep. I was like, but nah, you gotta be deep,
Deep,
you know.
deep, yeah.
And then Pops came out with
When he came out with the Woo,
that
at
was
first
fire.
I thought that was 50 on the hook.
Yeah,
I seriously thought that was 50 on the hook, and I was like, no, there's bullshit. And when I looked it up, it was actually, I was like, I honestly thought if you were to throw autotune on 50, he would sound like
yeah,
Pop.
that's 100% correct. Like I heard it, and I'm like, I heard, and then we got let me take you to the candy shop.
Yeah.
you know, I was like, that ain't him, but it's
It's
not
him, yeah.
Like, he's throwing that shit in
And
their face. You
Pop
know?
could have been 50's nephew or
Yeah,
something, bro.
And I feel how the way 50 took care of like everything after the funeral, like the album he dropped from it, bro.
Yeah.
Fire. 50 did mad respect by him.
Oh
for
yeah,
that,
for
you
sure.
know?
Yeah, that whole album was it was all flames. All the features on there were awesome. I gave it an A+ when
Oh,
as
yeah.
soon as I heard
And
it.
he's got another one coming out
Oh
too.
yeah, I
which,
heard about
you know,
that.
I thought about that. Just dropping a few albums on DistroKid for like 2070, and then just letting them drop. When I'm gone. But that's and who knows, man.
Yeah,
she
you-
won't be around.
Yeah, not only that, it's like all the time and the effort to put into that, and then for it to sit there for years
and
before
then
it gets
you're not
dropped.
it's like fucking trying to have a savings account. I'm gonna use that shit before. You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
You're not gonna
Especially
stay around
especially when
alone.
you see your music acquaintances dropping
Yeah,
more.
dropping shit, bro.
Oh, believe me.
Bro,
Believe me,
Like
the
you love to
consistency.
see it, the consistency, but then you're kind of like, damn, I ain't doing shit, and you're out here kicking dirt around, like looking for
Yeah.
a song. What do I got? Is your song in here?
Exactly. Yes. Yes. I swear because I swear every other week it's either Prophet or Sombra dropping something.
Oh yeah, bro.
So
They put the pressure on
yeah,
me.
they
Like,
and that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, I'm getting stuck. I'm getting left behind. It's not they're
Yeah.
pulling up. I'm getting left behind.
it's
I need
like
to,
it's
I
like
need
it's
to
like
catch up.
it's more of like you're like it's like if you ever race with your big brothers, bro, and like they're like clearly they're running faster than you, but you can run faster because you got the same shit in you. You
Yeah.
have blood, you human too. You can run fast. It's on you.
Yep.
So you can't man over yourself. You take that as like gotta run faster. Next time I gotta run faster.
Exactly.
That's how you gotta look at it. You got that lighter, bro?
Oh yeah, my bad.
You good. But that's how I gotta look at it, bro. Even if it's like someone bigger or someone who like I see like a lot of young not young but coming up cats, getting bigger and bigger, and I'm like I gotta run faster. I'm never looking like fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Like it's not him, bro. He's doing the same shit I'm doing. He's just doing it better.
Doing it better, exactly.
I gotta fucking.
And that's what I never understood about the whole beast shit in the whole like rap stuff because it's like we're doing the same thing, bro. If you're upset because I'm doing it faster and better, then that means that you just have to do it faster and better too.
It's like it's not nothing against you. I'm not doing this like to
To
say,
show
fuck
you up.
Yeah, like I'm not waking up every day hitting the studio like, oh fuck that guy. I'm gonna really show
Yeah,
him today.
exactly. Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah, it's like I'm doing this to try to make myself pop, and if you feel like you're not popping enough, then you ain't doing enough.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I wake up like I'm not popping enough. I'm not, and I realize what the fuck have I done to get myself popping? And that's all it is, bro. But yeah, it's probably what I'm at 4 with Lil Baby, Lil Durk. That's 4 and 5. You gotta take the king. You gotta take Lil Wayne in there.
Oh, Wayne. Oh yeah. Not Wayne now, because he hasn't put anything good out in a while. But I would say Carter between Carter 2 and Carter 4 Wayne.
Okay, yeah.
Because Carter 3 was at
pinnacle. That was the pinnacle.
He was at his top.
That I would say is when he crossed over into like mainstream. Like you ain't stopping him now.
When the Carter 3 came out, I feel like Mr. Carter when he had a right to make that song because he knew with that album he was gonna be up there with Jay-Z and Nas and all them. He knew.
Yeah, well he it's weird, bro, because like he was the first one where I heard all this shit like. He don't be writing the songs, it's all freestyle, bro. And
he was one of the first
people. As a kid, bro, and you were hearing this shit, like, how the fuck you not write? Like, even now, I'm like, how do you not write that shit? Like,
bro, that's like, who was it? There's somebody, I forgot who it was, asked me to freestyle. And I looked at them like, nah. I can't freestyle for shit, bro. You give me a pen and paper and I'll have something down in 10 minutes.
I could probably freestyle because I just listen to music all day at work and I just spit shit in my head until a bar clicks and I'm like, write that bitch down. But as like I gotta write this shit down for it to click, and remember it. Otherwise, like I'm over here freestyling in my head, and every other word's like a stutter or like a fucking, just something to keep the flow going. But for him to do all that, fucking, and make it not only keep the flow, keep the timing, but the insane fucking metaphors.
Oh, bro, there ain't nobody fucking with Wayne on the metaphors. That man, there was nobody on this earth that fucks with that man as far as metaphors. Now, then, or ever.
It's crazy, bro. Like, you're not gonna get another little like.
No,
I think that's why I picked those 5, because you're never gonna get another person really like them. Like Lil Durk and Lil Baby too, because they're like. You ever see like a Special Beam Cannon? Obviously you've seen it.
Yeah.
That's what this last one, Voice of the Heroes, was. It was like, one of them was that middle blast that Piccolo does, and the other one was
the spiral,
spiral around, bro.
Yeah.
That's what the Voice of the Heroes was like for me.
Yeah.
Hearing it, and that's when I was like, these motherfuckers up there too. I love Lil Baby for coming back, fucking with 42 Doug and shit.
Yeah. Oh man.
42 Doug's up there. He's for sure. He's definitely inspirational. Like, don't get me wrong. Everybody from Detroit, all the Detroit rappers, inspirational because they do it. But there's just so many hot ass ones now.
Bro,
like, if you'd asked me 5-10 years ago, I'd be like, yeah, hell yeah, Payroll, Peace, I'd give you the main
ones. Yeah, but there's so many cold ones now, bro.
And then it's every day, bro. It's like one will like drop a hot ass song and take that bitch running. Like Doug, Sada, they dropped some hot ass songs and went running, bro.
Yeah, one cat that I always thought that kind of gets overlooked. I'm sure you've heard of him, ATM Crown.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, he dropped a rock
Yeah,
track,
that
rock.
that grungy one.
Yeah, did you hear
That
that?
was fire, bro.
That was it
that
was
that was not only that, bro. That's changing the game because I promise you, like how you were talking about doing the Juice World thing.
hmm
Like if he did a little like rendition almost like that, and not even just
it
the
gives me
live,
like Kurt Cobain
yeah,
vibes, bro.
the
And
live Kurt like the live kind of video style about it.
yes,
It's fire.
and then I have K Free back it up with the video, the visuals, bro.
It's like
That's a good team over there.
it's like in the '80s when like you had my man's from Run DMC that was like the manager Rick Rubio for Run DMC, like a rocker,
yeah,
like white guy, and he's doing all these and he's
Yep.
putting them together. Like that's like he's like like a Rick Rubio, but as both artists, he can do the rock and
Rick
the rap.
Rubin.
Yeah, Rick Rubin.
Yep.
I'm Rick Rubio.
I was like Rick Rubio.
Oh, you're talking about NBA
Rick
players
Rubin?
and shit.
No, now that you
My
say
bad,
Rick
dog.
Rubin,
My
Rick
bad,
Rubin,
Rick Rubio and Rick Rubin. Didn't mean to get y'all mixed up.
Rick Rubin was he's the one that kind of produced and mixed for the
Walk this-
Peppers.
Oh, okay.
So Blood Sugar Sex Magic, that whole album, that was like their best album. Californication, their best albums.
And he was the one who
He put it all together. What they did is they locked themselves. So Bohemian Rhapsody, the album that Queen had did, Bohemian Rhapsody, they had recorded it in this mansion in London.
nice vibes.
So what the Chili Peppers did was they hired Rick Rubin, because Rick Rubin had literally did everything before, to go, and they rented out the same mansion that Queen had recorded in, and they recorded Blood Sugar Sex Magic in this big ass mansion, bro. And I remember watching an interview, and Anthony Kiedis is like, bro, this man is, when it comes to rock or any kind of pop, this man is a genius. So that's one thing. That's one of the first people I ever said, if I ever got a budget to get any kind of production done, that's the man I'm going to.
Oh, bro. Yes, bro.
Him, and then I'm gonna have Leslie Brathwaite from Full Sail. I'm gonna have him mix it, and then I want to have what's his face? Greg Wells. Greg Wells is a good mixer too. Gotta have him mix it too. Oh, just so
Bro,
many.
I have a few I'd work with. AB Quintanilla, bro. I'd want to work with AB.
Yes.
Like that's just like a little kid goal. Like I'll fucking
Yes.
jump for joy.
Yes. every
Bitch
time-
fucking cool, yes.
Every time I think of AB, I think of Azúcar.
Oh, bro.
Azuquita. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, something like just something, bro. I want to like him and Helluva in a studio together and just get some,
Yes.
just be like, hey, what comes out?
You
bro?
know,
like,
like a cumbia king in Hell of
it's
a
like
in the
putting
studio.
a pit bull and a fucking Rottweiler together.
Exactly.
Like, they just fucking
Ugh.
give me something, bro.
Ugh, rough.
Give
Yeah.
me something to fucking,
So no, yeah, I completely understand,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Yeah, that's honestly, those are really good influences, really good people to look up to, because we got some new ones, we got some old ones
Oh,
in
yeah.
there. Kind of shows
good
you
balance.
how the game has evolved from when 50 was in the game to when Little Baby's in the game, or when the Baby's in the game. All of them guys. So moving on, what would you think? What was I'm pretty sure you've performed in a bunch of places.
Oh,
Where was
yeah.
your favorite place to perform?
Favorite place to perform? It's probably Rincon. When I did Rincon,
Yeah.
either that one or like whenever I do a show at Sombra's house, it's probably a fire one.
Oh, those are always fun too. Those are always fun.
I think the reason both of those are probably the funnest is because that's when like I feel kind of really in like live, like I get lit,
Yeah.
not for any weird reason, like I did shows at Bosque and shit, and that shit was lit, but like when I'm like with my dogs, or I'm with like a place where I feel like understanded,
Yes.
like I could just get lit with these dogs. They want like Rincon, bro. When I did the Cash Kid show,
Mm-hmm.
that shit was fucking like I went up there and I didn't know a single person in the crowd but Quota and Sombra,
Damn.
And I'm sitting here like, these motherfuckers ain't gonna like me, dog. I'm fucking cholo. They gonna fucking get this fucking Mexican.
Look at this
stage,
Mexican
you know?
trying to
yeah,
rap.
Yeah, I get it, bro. We got it. We went to East Side, we went to 7 Mile. We get it everywhere, but I get it everywhere. So might as well get that shit and just turn up with them,
Yep.
And as soon as I started doing my thing, bro, it's the vibe of seeing everybody like change, bro. Seeing that they fucking like, all right, like he got us.
Yeah,
like,
he's got it.
like,
Yeah, he changed it.
All
Yeah.
right, he fucking it up. Like, you see dog, look at this boy, like, pay up. I told you he was gonna slap. Some shit.
Yeah.
I remember I was singing In Hell, and then I said, I think my old homie fucking on my ex or something like that,
Mhm.
and dog, I seen somebody like they had went through some shit, dog, because dog was fucking started getting lit, bro. I'm
he
like,
knew exactly.
he
he was feeling that.
I was like, oh, that's my dog back there. Like, and that moment, I'm like, I like this shit. Like, I got lit. I did the rest of my set and I'm lit. We got off. And then Sombra's the whole gang's there, bro. We lit. Everybody there is there to support, get lit. So there's no one there trying to judge you. There's no one there like making you have any type of bad time. You're there to have fun, and everyone's there to have
And you know
fun,
what's
bro.
funny is that I honestly feel like every show is like that. But your subconscious self is telling you like
It's
they
your
don't
head,
like you.
your
Yeah.
head, and
They
it's
don't
your
like
demons
you.
in your head. They don't like.
Yeah.
They don't want you to see. They want you to be in your
Because
dark ass
believe
room
me,
alone.
when I did that show at Sombra's house, I legit was like, this sucks. My set sucks. These people ain't vibing. I'm looking over and there's people moving. I'm like, all right. It's that change in the crowd's vibe that kind of like, gives you that sign like, all right, I'm doing good.
The thing is with like honestly is like with a lot of shows is and it's nuts because I see it everywhere. It's trying to just get everyone out of their fucking shell, get
Yeah.
everyone out,
But that's
like,
what the alcohol's for.
yeah. But like a lot of bigger shows, is they're like they're don't get me wrong, we have the same, the same shit as every show is the same. But the thing with the other shows that slap and ones that don't is just the vibe the entertainers give off, and that's it's what's crazy is like the entertainers don't want to come perform if it's not slapping,
Yeah.
obviously, and people don't want to come perform or want to come see it if the entertainers are slapping. So everyone's just like, I'm not going, and that you're kind of like, so that comes down to whoever's throwing the show is to make it more appealing for them, for both sides to come,
Yeah, that promoter.
and then but not even that, but make it more kind of like, why do you make the entertainer? Why do you want to? Why do you want to show out? Why do you want this to be your best performance of the month? And the crowd. Why? I'm gonna just say it, bro. You gotta bring girls to your shows. That's it. Right? That's the crowd. Crowd is girls, females.
yeah.
Because men are not gonna come.
And they're not gonna be out there shaking their asses and shit.
Yeah, guys. I don't care how dope you are, bro. Guys are not gonna come out and get lit. Only your friends.
Yeah.
So as a promoter, whoever's doing this shit, they got to promote to one ratio, one gender. Only.
Yeah.
Like
girls $10 or girls getting free, guys $10 at the door, or some shit like that.
Nah, they should. It's because that's you see that everywhere, bro. You
that's
gotta have
true.
first 50 girls to come in get a free shirt, and
Yeah,
like,
like an incentive.
like it's incentive to come, and it's like shit. I mean, girls who come to Sombra's show and that can dance can win $100. But I'm just throwing shit out. You just something out there to get them to come.
Exactly.
Why do you want to get out pretty, dress up, come on? You win $100. Someone's gonna try dance with you.
Yeah.
And you get a hell of a show. Another thing is, bro, it's such an unknown lineup that's fire. It's like people just kind of scared to go try something new.
Yeah.
Come try something new. We lit.
Yeah.
We fire.
That's very true. Yeah.
We the same motherfuckers you listened to when you were like 12 and 15. We just your same age and we a lot cuter. So come fuck with us.
What the? There you go. Sorry about that. Camera keep messing up. So, what would be the one show that you least liked? You just despise performing there because of the whole situation. And it doesn't have to be like a terrible show. It could just be like your worst performance or just something you just didn't care for. But shit, if you got a story, let me know.
I've got a few, man. I just because a lot of them are just mixed. Like either I performed like shit and I'm just mad at myself, or it's just with more shows comes more bullshit.
Yeah.
More chances for you to fuck up or someone to fuck it up. So I had the one show at Hamtramck. I watched I watched Jimmy and them talk about that shit. Nothing against Hamtramck, nothing against the corner bar, even though it's not open. The old owners, y'all cool. Appreciate y'all having us. But it was just, it was a weird time when we had just done the show in Waterford, and I told Prophet, I'm like, yo, Prophet, our people ain't gonna come all the way out here. It's far. I don't even want to come out here.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I was late. I was late. So fuck. So that that was something you got to take into effect. But we had the show. I will always talk about this. We had the show. It was me and Sombra up there. There was literally, other than the Gutter Boys, and at this time I wasn't like really really cool with dogs. Like it was like a third show I ever seen them. It was them and like it was Jimmy's wife and like maybe like two other girls she had brought, and that was it, bro. And the little randoms throughout the crowd that were there performing as well. And I just I seen it, and I was like, fuck it, you gonna perform in some nobody, like some no shows.
Right.
I like to call those no shows, and this is gonna be one of them. Just give these 6, 7 motherfuckers the best show of their life,
Exactly.
and that's what I did, bro. I think honestly, the vibe wasn't the best, but the performings, like me and someone like just being up there, we gave it 100%. Like no different than any other thing. It was just I in my head, I'm like, waste my time,
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, as long as you had fun.
Yeah, bro. That's if anything, bro, it's practice, getting yourself up there.
Yeah, that's very true.
you
Yeah,
know,
because
so-
now you guys are putting shows together.
Yeah,
Now
that was, and it's amazing, bro. Like what Summer's done for the whole like everything he's trying to do and everything coming through, like it's amazing, bro. He came through all this bullshit. Like dog, dog had people like that's one big. And then I'll take off someone, I'll add another one from the list, bro. Summer, bro, because dog came from, he told me like, yeah, I DM this, when we first got together, like got doing music. He was like, yeah, I DM this guy having a song with us, but he ain't respond. I DM this guy, but he ain't know, and I seen all. I'm like, damn, bro, it's all good, shit. We just gonna have to do better
it
ourselves.
Yeah. No, believe me, I've been in those shoes plenty of times, bro. I know how it is.
And like, there's been times, bro, I kind of, I gave up on myself, bro. And there's like, I think honestly, this last year and a half, I gave up on myself a lot. Just kind of mentally and like musically and for everything, bro. Just had to give up a lot, to do a lot for others, but it's gonna be worth it in the end.
Oh, yeah.
It has to,
Yeah.
Hopefully. If not, then fuck.
No, it'll be worth it, bro. It'll be worth it because, telling you, they always say that hard work. There's no reason why hard work would never pay off.
Yeah.
As long as you work hard for it, you'll get it, bro. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
And I feel that, bro, because I mean, I see motherfuckers bust their ass, bro. But I've also seen motherfuckers bust their ass for nothing. And it's fucking shitty to see it, but it's good to see everything that life has to offer like that.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
not always peaches and rainbows. You're not going to get it how you want it,
Exactly, yeah. So moving on. So now we're still on the performance stuff. Who is one artist that you haven't performed for or opened up for yet that you would open up for?
Shit. I just want to go out on the record. I don't care what happens. I was supposed to open for Sada Baby before quarantine started, but then quarantine started. I had all set up. It was going to be at Charm, this and that. It's the same guy from Rincon setting me up, he's like,
That would have been
that
dope.
was clutch, bro. I was like, I made it, bitch. Don't talk to me. Don't fucking, But I was at work telling everybody, like, yeah, my dog, and all my dogs, they were from Ipsy and Inkster and shit.
Yeah.
Like, they're all, they all love Sada, So, and then like a month later, everyone started getting sick.
Oh,
COVID,
bro. That was like the Bee Crusher show last year.
Yo, the one in Atlanta,
in
right?
Atlanta. Bro, full, everything was paid for, everything was ready. We were
Done.
just literally waiting for the day to leave.
Yeah, bro.
And bam, closed everything. Like, I remember Prophet calling me 2 days before the show, and he was like, yo, they canceled it. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, Chicago or Atlanta shut down, like, everywhere. I'm like, bullshit. He's like, no, I'm serious. I literally just got off the phone with JR.
This fucking COVID fucked up a lot of artistry, like a lot of it, just because everyone was so go, this and that. Everything had to stop, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of cats held it down musically, Sada was fucking dropping still.
Oh,
Drake,
man.
But at the same time, you could see that shit kind of affect them, because now, like, what I see a lot of artists, independent artists or whatever it be, you make a lot of your money off shows and doing those live events, all that shit, person to person shit. Singles, music videos, it's cool to get the popping out, but it's like if you're not popping out nothing, ain't no point in popping out.
Exactly.
So I seen that shit kind of eat at cats, budgetly, physically. And now that shit's opening up, it's like I didn't want to put myself all out there, all COVID, all this and that, and not know when shit was gonna let up,
Right.
and make the next move out of it. Now you can make your next move out of it. Now,
Exactly.
So now we're about to see a fucking shift probably. In the
Oh,
industry.
yeah, and the whole, everything, because that was a whole year of somebody to get music done, everybody to get...
I promise you, there was a few cats out there, and they're probably watching this or whatever. There was a few cats out there that was just hustling, bro, putting in work.
I was one of them, because I was in this bitch making beats almost every single day.
That shit's gonna pay off, bro. If you was out here just hustling, they didn't do shit, bro. That Kanye shit, Kanye locked himself in the studio for you. That's the shit that's gonna make it. I want to do that, Now with all this other shit, and I told you that was going on, that shit's done. I'm just lock myself in there. I may not be a year, maybe a few months, but I gotta get some out of it.
Yeah, bro.
But,
Well, you already know my door's always open.
I'm
I
down,
got,
bro.
I got the gutter boys in here all
what
the
you
time.
said about the whole mansion shit. I want like some not mansion, but I like darkness.
Yeah.
Like my parents locked me in my room in the dark, not because they're assholes, but because I wouldn't go to sleep. That's the only thing. And I cry myself sleep in the dark. But now I love it. Now it should become my friend. But I like being in the dark, bro, and just fucking all you see is a lighter go off and the computers and just go.
Yep.
You just vibe. But as for like an artist I'd like to open up for, I love to open up for Drake, but that ain't gonna happen anytime soon. But we're thinking like more locally.
I mean, we could say Drake for mainstream one. Yeah, locally.
Yeah, if it's a mainstream artist, it'd be like Drake, Lil Baby, Lil Durk, or J Cole. One of them.
Oh yeah.
You know, I remember I seen like for example, I seen Anderson .Paak open up for J Cole many years ago when Love Yours was first out, Yours Still Drive, all that shit. And he was playing the drums, doing his thing.
Oh, that's dope.
He just fucking showed out, bro. And I'm like, it's before the show. People are just getting there, and I got there early. I'm a little buzzed, and no one's listening to me. I'm like, yo, this guy's fire. This guy's fighting. No, everyone's all, yeah, shut the fuck up.
You're just drunk, bro.
Now look at bro. Dogs song with Bruno Mars. I'm like, fuck you guys, bro. I knew that shit was coming.
Right,
bro.
you had an ear for it. You already knew.
Man, bro. And this is before I even did music. I was just there drunk, enjoying, bro. I finished like a fifth of vodka, the fucking Ciroc Mango. You couldn't take drinks in to the Palace at the time.
Oh, yeah.
He's like,
Just sitting there just
you know,
chugging
just
out all
chugging,
that.
bro.
Yep.
Fucking done. But yeah, bro, Anderson .Paak. But yeah, one of them four for sure. But if it's someone, you know, from around here where it's like more plausible of getting on right now, it'd probably be honestly 42 Doug.
Yeah.
Because I love his shit. I love his shit. Or Peasy, you know.
Yes. Peasy.
Just because, bro, he's done so much for others. Like, I seen him, like, bro, literally brought up Rio, you know.
Yeah.
Not I'm saying Rio needed him or he needed Rio, but just them together.
Yeah.
Works.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's like, it's kind of like the whole situation with you and Sombra.
Oh, yeah, bro. It's like, you never think, bro, like, our music would clash, bro. And I remember seeing him, bro, when he had hair and he was dropping music. And, like, I had the same kind of flow, you know, same, like, kind of, like, I had words I'd fuck up on. So I never, like, oh, that nigga's fucking out. I'm like, shit, that shit's hard, bro. I know.
Yeah,
I know sometimes.
I've known
shit, I used to get frustrated and just leave it. So I was like, I thought, you know, maybe he did that. He probably just got frustrated and that's it. Because I had like 5 songs that were all, like, I wrote this girl a whole mixtape, like, off, like, beats from, like, fucking I Do by Young Jeezy and shit. Like, just, like, some, like, lovely-ass beats for Valentine's. I wrote it all and I recorded it all. And I know for sure there's, like, 2 songs on that bitch. I'm like off beat and doing some other, but I was just like I got so tired and I was mixing that shit in Audacity.
Yeah, Audacity. Oh man,
putting the IMT paint effect on, you know, like
yep.
all that shit, and it came out flat. I want that shit. Every now and then when I see her, I'm like, I want that CD because I want to compare it. I want to show cats. You know, she's like, I feel like she might have that shit, but
I wonder because me and Swamba put a couple CDs together. And I actually had engineered most of them. I'd love to hear some of that shit.
I promise you, bro. I love like to just hear some old, just for me, bro. Even if she's like kind of like, it's mine. I don't want to know what it's, you know. I'm like, all right, whatever. Just let me hear it.
Let me hear it, exactly.
Hear it,
or give me a copy and let me just listen to it.
I'm really upset, bro. Like I didn't save it, nothing for myself. I just downloaded it. The computer went to shit afterwards. Like maybe a few months later, and I gave her the thing, and she has it, bro. And it's probably the most romantic, like metaphoric shit because I was still into Drake at the time, and it's probably fire, bro. Like, and this bitch gonna make $1 million off me.
Exactly.
This is
not even copyrighted or anything, bro.
Man, I don't. Man, bro, it's
you lost out on that one then. Shit.
That's the album down the drain for the. But fuck it, we got more, you know.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's how it goes, man. It's a practice album. You know, one day she may need it. Hopefully she needs it one day and she'll sell that.
Sell it, get some money from it. Yeah, exactly. Since we're still on the whole thing of performing and opening up for people, what would you say your favorite song is to perform? It could be any song. You're a feature on it. Somebody's featured on it. It doesn't matter.
It's gotta be on that one.
Yeah, I'll just say you better say that one because that's probably that performance gets better every single time you guys do it.
I think it's just because we have more fun with it.
Yeah.
It's like the crowd. I think it's the crowd that gets me lit.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen like it gives me like I get You see me cheesing and
Goosebumps,
shit.
yeah,
You know, like,
goosebumps, yeah.
I love that feeling of like you see people singing some shit like you wrote. You just came up with it in the studio. And you're like, you look at
Exactly.
something like I told you they like it. Like,
The whole song is just all the lyrics
bro,
compliment.
everything like from Sombra to Versace Flex, bro, to the ending, to the video.
The video was dope.
Bro, everything, bro, just clicked, bro. Just like, thank you. You know, it's
How did that come about? Like, was it just like, hey, I got a feature for you to jump on and
nah, well, check this out.
Flex is going to be on it?
Sombra was like, you know, hey, I'm about to have my boy Versace Flex. Well, at this time, they didn't even like, they were known, they didn't know each other at the time. He's like, I'm about to have this guy, Versace Flex, and this and that. He's, you know, cool like JB, you know, saw what's 100 years in them. He's like, but I want to have him on a song. He's like, do you want to? I was supposed to come in later that night to do some shit. Like, you want to just come while he's here? You know, y'all just knock it out after him, for sure. We're there. They record. Versace records his shit. You know, he comes in, he spits his shit easy, and just easy A bars. You know, he didn't even fuck up on anything. And then Sombra had his shit already recorded, so we heard both of them, and they were coming up with a hook. And part of me to this day thinks Sombra like planned this shit. Like, we gonna get a hook out this nigga.
You're going to get a hook out this nigga.
Yeah, but you know, you never know. But either way, they got a hook out this nigga. So I'm in that bitch. I'm listening to it, and then Sombra's like, "What about you, bro?" And then I'm like, "Bro, I think y'all should just kind of like, ooh, wow." You know, I started and like, Versace Flex didn't seem like he's like, like I don't know. But Sombra was like, "Let's do it." You know, he was the one that let's do it. I'm like, if you fuck with it, you know, I'm do it. You know, I told Versace Flex, like, if you don't fuck with it, like if you have any doubt about it, you know, slapping, let me know because this is y'all song. It's my 2 cents.
I'm just a
you know?
guest.
Yeah, he's like, no, bro, I fuck with it. You know, you did it. We sent it out to our homeboy Angel, Bo Records, my dog. We sent it out to him. He sent it back like a week later at the time, and shit was like, I listened to it. I'm like, I like this.
And it's like when you get it mixed and it gets sent back. You're like, that doesn't even sound like me.
Yeah,
like,
bro, that's how I was, bro. I was like, and at that time, like, I'd still send him out songs for me. Like, I had before that, I sent him again, and I had again in my like pocket at the time, and I didn't do a video for it, but we did it for that one. And I was like, yo, this to me, this song sounds so different from again, but it's like you couldn't like I could not play both songs and tell him, yeah, they're both me. Again sounds like some skinny ass, simp ass motherfucker who
he's a simp.
don't leave me. You know, like, which is, you know, 100%. But you know, that like again, I wrote for like a song that was supposed to be on that album for Homegirl with that mixtape. I was like, nah, fuck that shit. Like I just ran out of time. I forgot what the fuck it was, but I did the song on like an old Bone Thugs beat, and it's on YouTube, but it's on private. And only I can see it. I'll play it for you after this. But it's the same lyrics, everything. And I'm just like, I was writing for again, and I had the hook. That's all I had. It was like, love me once again. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? I was like, when have I ever like wrote anything like for anyone to love me? I was like, I did write it once. I'm like, I listened to the song over again. And I felt, in a way, I felt like I was cheating. I'm like, is this cheating? Like, am I taking someone else's lyrics? But if they're mine.
No, you're just recycling them.
I was like, yeah, no one's going to hear this anyways. I was like, fuck it. So I fucking took them and fucking reworded some shit. Because obviously at that time, like, it was for her. So I reworded some shit. And, like, she had heard it, the song. And then she heard this one. She said, is that for me? I'm like, it was. But it's not anymore.
Not anymore.
You know, like, it's just now it's for
the streets.
Everybody. It's for everybody.
Yeah.
You know? But I was like, you had your chance. You fucked up. And, you know, it is what it is, you know, so. And she, you know, she's cool. She's not like a bitch. Like, no, it's my song. You know, she's like, okay, you know.
Yeah, well,
it's been fucking 10 years, you know. Might as well let it go.
Yeah, exactly. Let it go. Exactly.
You know, but I do have some other exes that, you know, when they used to ask, like, hey, who's that song about? Like, it's for you. You know, like.
it's for you.
You know? Oh, my God. And I'm like, yeah. You know,
yeah.
But.
So.
Remember, I see you later again.
No, yeah, you're good. You kind of went over some, you know, famous musicians that you kind of admire. We kind of went over. We do. The whole performance thing. Blah. I had brain fart.
Oh,
Do
no,
you
you're
have
good,
any
bro.
upcoming shows?
Yeah, bro. I definitely. We got a Sunbrush show, the Hip Hop Corrido Fest, coming up 6310 Tarnow Street. I know you're gonna be there.
Yep, I'll be there. I'll be there in the house, just kind of viewing. I didn't get a.
Did you talk to him about you coming out doing the interviews like you were gonna do?
I was I'm probably gonna talk to him tonight about it because I'm supposed to drop by his
Oh,
house
yeah.
tonight, see what he's got to say about that. If not, then
I don't think
I-
you'd have a problem. It'd be better for everyone else. You know, even if you took like a camera. Like
Yeah.
that's a great idea. The one which you like you said you're doing for the Chicago
Yep.
for the B Crush show. Fire. You know,
yeah,
that just validates everything a lot more. That
Yeah.
makes everyone that comes in like, oh shit, this is a real fucking deal. Over
yeah,
here,
it's a
buddy.
real,
You know, like,
it's a real deal, buddy.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know. And then I love it. You know, but
Did
yeah,
they didn't reach out to you, did they? Beat Crushers?
no,
No,
no.
no.
I've never really known them personally. It's always been like a friend of a friend because it's always been like through Profit or I did a show through Sombra.
Ah,
I've
okay,
never
okay.
really, but I've talked to DJ Hollywood and them and all
Oh,
that
man,
shit.
yeah,
But
they're-
they're
oh.
cool people. Dub shit, Dub.
Oh,
Dub.
Dub.
I've done all those shows like Simons After Dark and shit.
Yeah.
I done a lot of shows at Simons After Dark. And when Dub was a part of it, but yeah, they're cool people. But I just never really done a show with them because
They haven't
either
really.
I've been either too broke to hop on or
No,
it's just never been that.
I understand, bro. Yeah, because they have a contest now. It's like a $500 contest for the
Oh,
winner.
that's fire.
Yeah, but
See, bring people to your show. That's make them want to come.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, obviously you got to pay for your slot to get in, but that goes towards your winning.
Yeah.
You're automatically entered in.
Which is fire because you got to think they have what? How many acts? 10 probably.
Probably because I know all of Chicago. The Chicago artists are all booked already. They're done.
That you take a little bit out of each of those and put that to the pot. Winner gets
Yeah.
the pot.
Yep.
High
And then you
five.
got to pay back all the people, security, all that kind of
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah. It's understandable, but no, I'm
How
out
I
for
f-
sure.
How I feel is once we get to like a point to where artists don't have to pay for shows, it's gonna come out of like the promoter, whoever's putting the show is paying for everything. That's when you're gonna get the best artistry. Because right now, it's whoever comes to pays gets on, which is cool. Everyone gets paid, everyone gets their money, everyone gets their shine. But it's like, what if there's like some cat down there who don't pay, and maybe he's not into paying or he can't pay, and then he's not on the show, and you're never gonna see him for that reason. But say it comes down to now whoever's putting on the show, you have someone that can go out and scout,
Yeah.
look for cats who maybe have a little following or maybe have a fucking thing about them that wouldn't pay you to get on the show, but now because you don't have
Yeah.
that
I guess
but it just
what you mean, like it kind of like brings something to the table other
Yeah.
than money.
yeah.
So if you're broke, well then you better have a talent
you
kind
better
of thing.
you better be fucking fired. To be on this
Exactly.
show. That's it. Because then now you not even that because a lot of people tend to know like they just paid to get on the show.
Yeah.
So they're
You
they
see,
just-
and I was gonna do that with an artist. I was gonna try and take a nobody, somebody that nobody ever heard of, never heard this cat's rhyme, and just blow him up.
That's a record company.
Yeah,
dog.
like I literally
that's a
I
record
wanted to
company,
do
bro.
that, but you know how hard it is to find somebody loyal like that. How hard it is
Bro,
to.
it's like the perfect example for me is like Wale and that Tierra Thomas,
Mhm.
that bad song.
Yeah.
Dog had her on everything. Is it bad that And she left Dog to go sign with I think Sony or something.
hmm
Just out of nowhere. You know what Dog did? He took that bitch off and put Rihanna on.
Right,
dog.
exactly.
That's my G move, dog. G move.
Exactly. Because
But
I mean,
after that, bro, I'm like, fuck that. I would never, maybe I'm not gonna say never, but that's a big thing. Is
yeah,
like finding someone loyal enough and like not even just with enough fucking moral standing to be like, I can't fuck Dog over. We kind of like he brought me,
Yeah.
This is how it is. They can be fucked up, but they just can't be morally like wrong with you.
Yeah.
Which is weird. It's hard, but I've seen some fucked up people be really fucked up with the world, but with other cats, it's just like they know where they know it has the line strong.
yeah,
It's
exactly. Yeah,
But-
and that's another question I meant to ask. So, obviously, everybody that I bring onto the show is not signed, or if they are signed, they're signed to somebody that's kind of a small biz, kind of small fry kind of label. So, are you signed?
No.
Okay.
No, sir.
So, if you got if somebody came to you with a $100,000 contract tomorrow and said, "Hey, I'm gonna pay for your features. I'm gonna pay for your album cover, everything. I'm gonna take care of the whole project, but you need to sign this contract with me, and you're gonna owe me back this money." Do you plan on trying to get signed to a major label or to a small label, or do you plan on just releasing your music solo, just by yourself, to where it's only money gets distributed just straight into your pockets, the two pockets on the side of your legs? So how would you approach that? Would you sign it, or would you just say fuck off? I'm gonna do it by myself.
I wouldn't do either of those. That'd be I mean really fucking definite of both. I'm not a definite ass person. Like there's always a little room for something,
Yeah.
for but personally, like I've thought about it. I've been like 100,000 isn't that much enough for me to sign over and then owe somebody afterwards. I don't think that's even enough to get your album off the ground, to be honest. Because
Mhm.
fuck, bro, you gotta think how much you're gonna pay a year for promotion. Not even that. How much is each motherfucker gonna charge you for a feature?
Yeah.
Is dog gonna take you off the? Is he gonna pay for the feature out of the 100,000, or is that gonna come out of your?
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's other things that have to take into effect. But I probably it if it's just somebody or nobody where I'm just like I don't even trust it. No, but if it's something like Sony or someone, and if I have in writing, probably take that shot. To be honest, not saying like I'd stay independent. I wouldn't stay independent. I would love to be independent the rest of my life. Do what I do now until Kingdom comes because it's chill. Like
Yeah.
it works for me. I'm not stress. I'm stressing right now, but like I'm not stressing.
Yeah.
Like what am I gonna do in the future? Like I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work, and then when I have a vibe, I'm gonna release that shit on the fucking track, and the people fuck with it. They fuck with it. If they don't, whatever. Like no one's ever gonna be like, oh, you never made it. Like bro, what you talking about? I made it. Like I made it. Like there's people who know me, people who always remember me, and will jam my music every now and then. That's all I need. That's all I want.
Right.
No one's ever gonna. The whole world's never gonna know you. The whole world's never gonna love you or respect you. So just admire those and appreciate those that actually do,
That you have.
and
Yeah.
then make your money. If you don't make your money in the music, make it somewhere else, and then just enjoy the music. I'd love to make money off the music forever and not do shit, but we're not all that lucky.
Yeah.
Or we're not all that fortunate to find the resources to do so. Not even luck. It's just the resources to make it possible. Because you can make money off the music. You can do jingles for the rest of your
Yeah.
life and make bang. You could do kid shows. But it's just, what do you really want to do with it?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's a really good explanation. Because with Jimmy and Quota, they were like, we gotta take the whole team. And
That's-
I'm a firm believer in that.
That's another thing, bro. Is you can't just sign that and be gone.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, yeah, let's get the fuck the squad. Like me personally, a lot of shows I don't take if they do come to me is like, even if they say like, yeah, we want you. Like I got like I to make it easier, I call them like I got two acts that like with me, and it's Sombra and the Gutter Boys.
Mhm.
I say acts, so it's not like
Yeah.
fucking two people, so they don't get confused when three people come. I say I like two acts with me, and that's them.
Mhm.
And then if they agree, then I just assume they put them into the
lineup,
fucking
yeah.
lineup as themselves, as like openers or just with me. If they don't, if they're like, okay, what do you mean? And I have to explain it. Then I'll just put them with me on the lineup.
Yeah.
Just like as long as I got with them, like, hey, you guys free that day? Come out, just so because I know for sure, like how I think of it, I could blow that shit up all by myself. But then what's the point of doing it by yourself if your boys ain't with you to blow it up with you, to get lit with you,
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna invite them like, hey, come out to the show, So what's the best thing to do in the whole situation is put them on with me or like
Take everybody. Yep. I'm a firm believer in that. That's why when I wrote past and present, that's the first thing and if a label wants to sign me, then they got to take the whole crew
Yeah.
because I'm very, 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 very grateful for Prophet because he's looked out so much. He's done like, we're going
profits.
we're
Really
going
there.
to Texas pretty soon, like fully paid trip. Like we're going Mexico. Like we got a bunch of shit planned with Prophet.
No, the shit Profit's doing, bro. You guys are on the fucking good track, bro.
Yeah, I really hope so because the whole team. There's nobody that slacks. I think everybody that is part of our team actually does a really good job of keeping their own weight, and I'm very proud of
That's
these guys.
the only thing right now is like with a team that's not like really making money off what you guys are doing right now as a unit. Maybe you guys make your money out somewhere. But the thing is, when you come into this conglomerate, is y'all the thing that's gonna get you up there is pulling your own weight for the sake of not letting the other ones down. And that's it. You can't look at like, oh, we're not making money, so I'm not gonna do it. Oh, it's not. You gotta realize you're not gonna make money. You may never make money. You may
Right.
just do this for the rest of your life and just fuck. But you love what you're doing. If you had to do something else under these circumstances, would you do it? Or if there is something that you would do in these circumstances, why aren't you doing it? You know,
Right.
and that's just how you gotta look at it. And then fucking síguele chambeando, you know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. No.
like bro, you get up for work every day and you don't even like work. Well, they give me what $500, $800 a week. Not like dog. Like I made like $1,500 a week. I still didn't want to get up to that bitch.
Exactly.
You know, like
Exactly. Hey, I completely understand. And Prophet just said something the other day. He was like, "Man, I'm 30 years old, bro." He's like, "You really think I want to be doing this for the rest of my life?" He was like, "No. You know what I want to be doing?" He's like, "I want to be sitting in an executive suit in the highest, the highest fucking floor in our building." With white executives telling them what to do. He's like, that's where I want to. He's like, in 10 years, that's what I want to do. He's like, and I want you right there next to me. And I'm thinking, like, bro, I'm 28 years old. I'm not trying to be, a 45-year-old rapper. I'm not trying to be, a certain someone that's in the neighborhood that used to rap that, trying to make it out. You know what I'm saying?
And we all got those fucking people we don't
Yeah.
want to be.
Yeah.
But
So you know what I'm
dude,
saying?
I
You know what I'm saying?
bro,
I was like when I first, was thinking about it, and I've been thinking about that because that's why I'm taking more of an executive role as far as the music with the Gutter Boys and anybody else that's involved with us on this side because Prophet's taking more of a administrative role down south with his artists down there, mainly for the fact because they need his help and we're self-sustainable. He's kind of left us to the point to where we can kind of take care of ourselves. And he just kind of oversees.
That's what a boss do. He
exactly.
He gets bosses, puts him in a position to win, and goes off.
And that's the very first thing. As soon as I talked to him the other day, he was like, Quota's your number one priority. He was like, and then Jimmy. He's like, or both of them together if you have to. He's like, but they need to both try and be dropping shit.
Yeah.
That's why I've had Quota over here the last 2 weeks
The
straight.
thing with Quota and Jimmy is like, they can slap. Jimmy can slap as hard as he wants to when he wants to. So it's just up to Jimmy.
Yeah, I
so
just literally got done telling him that.
Dog doesn't need help. All he's gotta do is be good at Jim on an album, do a little good at Jim shit here and there, bro. He winning.
Yeah,
he's doing his part.
And that's what me and Quota told him that. Like, bro, you got it. It's a little bit harder for us, because nobody takes us seriously. But he's got it. I told him
he's got flow, bro. He's got
the charisma,
and he's got everything you would need.
The only thing he needs is the consistency, and I can understand that.
Bro, he's even got the backing, bro. Like, bro, who not gonna fuck with Jimmy?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Actually, who gonna fuck with Jimmy? Somebody gonna fuck with Jimmy. Exactly, we fuck with Jimmy.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, because that's what I told him. Like, you need to. I want you to take this a little bit more seriously.
But I feel he's got like kids, family.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's not even like maybe it's not all his fault, So,
yeah, and that's why I don't pressure him.
Because you like, damn, bro, like, shit, I want to help you with these bills so you can get this album.
Exactly, because I told him I was like, bro, any day, your day off, even if you're over here for 2 hours.
Yeah, bro.
Because I
got a song waiting for him, and he's the same way. Like
same here.
We were both like, I can't go to the studio when you free. He's like, well, I can't go this day. But I'm like, well, I'm broke. I'm gonna be broke that week because that's my bill week.
Mm-hmm.
All the bills come out that week.
Right.
Damn, nigga, we
was
fucked. So it's a bitch. It's more like I know what the fuck he's going through. So, but he just gotta know once he starts, and he ain't no stopping him. And Quota, bro, come on, man, Quota, he's a different league, bro. Quota's just like the King Quota.
Yeah.
He chose his name correctly, bro. He's got so much potential, bro. It's crazy, and I hate that people sleep on. I know how people like kind of would look at him like look at this Mexican trying to rap, But then like you hear him rap, bro, and you hear like the passion in his voice, bro. You hear the heart in his bars, bro.
That's another thing. Me and Prophet were sitting down and talking about that, and he was telling me, he's like, no offense, bro. He's like, because you're dope. He's like, but if anybody out of the team was to get signed first, he was like, it would be Quota.
Yeah, hard.
I'm sorry. I love Jimmy. I love Prophet. I love, Elder and Smower and Huster, all dope artists. But Quota will be the very first one.
He has to, bro.
Care.
It's weird. Like I 100% agree.
That's
I
why
think Tony Udeto asked me a while back. He's like, "Who's your favorite artist from Southwest?" And I'm like, I'm not nothing against Stormbreath, nothing against Jimmy, nobody, none of y'all. It was just quoted. Like it's
Mine was between you, Quota, or JB.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, cause I love all of his stuff. Anything he puts out is always
JB's
fire.
fire. JB, bro, JB has like probably one of my favorite lines ever in a song, which it's like, no offense, like 100 years at all or anything, but just like the way he said it, the way it came out, bro, and I was lit at the whole song. He said, "Southwest eternal because 108 ain't long enough," and I'm like, damn, I'm like shit. Put the fucking headphones on,
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, I was like,
Yeah.
I was
No,
like,
that's what I'm saying. He had some cold ass bars.
like,
That's
bro,
what I'm saying.
I'm like, I was in the studio when he said that, and I had to take his headphones off. I'm like, bro, you good? Like, you need a water or something? Because that shit was fire.
Yeah. No. It's been years since I actually had done anything with him, but I'm waiting for a perfect time and for the right amount of cash to come through, so that way I can reach out to him. Because
Yeah.
I'm not that type of artist, especially with somebody like him.
To be like, oh yeah,
Oh, let
come
me
work
get a
with
free
me.
feature.
Yeah, you know,
And then get clowned on. I'm straight.
It's it's not even that, bro. It's just about showing respect.
Exactly.
You know, you're not
His
gonna
craft
hit,
is worth something.
yeah, you know, you're not gonna go to them, hey, bro, like, cause I know how I feel if someone's like, I done random blue, bro, like, let me get a free feature. But then I also know they're asking for a free feature, and they had enough balls to ask me for it. I might just fuck around and fuck with them.
Yeah.
Because you know I'm not worried to be like, well, give me $100, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But like if it's someone else, you know, rich or someone, like, yeah, give me $100.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna need my ounce paid
Exactly.
this week.
And
you know?
honestly, I think charging for a feature should be only to an artist that's got more of a following for
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I think that should be the only time you should charge an
And
artist.
even then, bro, it's kind of like it might be kind of discerning to try to charge them because they might be like, all right, fuck that. Like I learned even charging people, it's weird because it's like you should love your craft, know what you do, know your worth. But at the same time, most mediocre artists who have a decent following or whatever will try to charge you, or
Yeah.
come at you, like, hey, bro, or will make it seem like them working with you is a blessing, or something.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm the biggest blessing on this earth. In my head,
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna go around saying it, but in my head, that's how I feel. So don't bring me like you that shit.
Right. Yeah.
Nigga, I'm gonna drop my phone.
I forget about
Don't-
we
don't-
even had this
Yeah,
conversation.
don't break my phone. Like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
throw my phone against the wall. Don't. But like, it's just that's how it. It's people. It's just how people think of themselves,
Yeah.
and not even that how they don't think of other people, how other people are gonna think. That's a lot. I think what it is they don't think how other people are gonna think about what they're about to ask them.
Right.
Like they don't take a second. Like let me ask a guy for a free. Like how are you gonna look at someone getting this? How would you look at getting this message?
Yeah.
Think about it. And then type it, then do it, and then
Yeah.
do what you gotta do.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because I remember it was a while back when I first met you, and I had asked for a feature, and you were like, you had charged me $100, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And for some weird odd reason, I don't know why, I think I ended up going to Quota and Jimmy to get a feature from them first, and then I was like, all right, well, after I get some kind of buzz, and I pick my name up a little bit, maybe, just maybe he'll look out.
I'm gonna put this out. Everyone in Southwest that comes for me for a feature, they all get charged the same price, $100, but they never pay. Like not even that, and it's not like not saying like they don't pay because they don't want to, but it's because everyone I charge just to see like how serious are them? Because $100, it's not a lot, but it's a lot
to show.
It's a lot to be like, okay, yeah, I'll invest in this.
Yeah.
$20 and shit. Like, yeah, here's $20. But I've done songs with like cats, and that have like I've fucking fired the verse fire, isn't that, and they never dropped. Or like I've done like I just did a hook with my dog. He let me have the hook, but like for him, I did it for free. It's nothing against him. It's just him with his timing and all this shit. But like with that was I dropped a fire ass hook, and that was it. And that's what people told me. Like you don't want to drop you don't want to drop a fire song or like give someone your best and then them not do anything with it because they didn't even take it serious, which is fair, which after that, I'm like, that's true because like you said, sometimes you spit your hottest shit and you're like, what am I going to do after this? So I just, as my like kind of pre-qualifier is like, you going to say yes or no to this question? You said yes, I'm down, but you need help with the money, which I respect because I said the same thing to Rio. So like, I was like, I'm gonna need to be down that money, and it's been a minute. He's already locked up, man. So I
That boy could be getting out looking for that cash. Like, yo, I need it.
Yeah, yo, you still want that feature? You know, like I still pay him, bro. But like at the time, like when I hit him up, like I said, it was at a time I wasn't well off financially, but it was just like fuck it, it's Rio.
Right.
So I hit him up, and he charged me. So I'm like, I feel that. I was like, but I'm gonna need help with the money, and everyone needs help, and so I'm gonna need like some kind of time to get the money, this and that. And he was cool. He's like, yeah, just let me know, whatever. But shit, I ain't have enough time. He got locked up before I,
Yeah, that's what sucks.
Which is what sucks,
Yeah.
So, and I think it was like a few other artists, from Southwest that hit me up, and they were like, oh, like, and I told them $100.
Yeah.
And then one guy, he wasn't even like an artist. He was just like a guy who just fucking followed me on Instagram. He was like, how much for a song? Told him like 150 because I didn't know the guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, from 150, get that fucking A fee off you too.
Right, exactly, yeah.
And then so 150, and then he sent me this long ass message, bro. Like, bro, I don't think you should be charging. It's nothing against you, but it's just you ain't even that known, this and that. I'm like, I feel that. I'm like, you don't have to pay. Like I 100% feel like I shouldn't be charging, but everyone tells me I should charge.
Right.
Like Somber gets on my ass and I don't charge. Like there was a time where Somber, Crota, and Jim were like, if you don't charge the next feature, then we gonna beat your ass because you need to be charging. I'm like, I feel that. I was like, I don't want all three of them to beat my ass. I could take maybe one or two. But
Right.
all three of them, Jimmy gonna beat my ass. I was like,
Get pistol whipped,
yeah,
bro.
fuck, they gonna shoot me if
You're
they
right,
get mad.
exactly.
So I told him this and that. Sent me a long message. He didn't think. And I'm like, all right, whatever. But then he'd send me message after message talking about he just wanted to be on the team. I wanted to be something to do with me. It was weird, very weird. He'd send me like, oh, well, I do security, bro. So if you ever need security and that, like, just let me know. All right, cool. That was it. A few months later, like, hey, bro, think about putting on the show, man. You down? And I'm like, all right, show. I'm never gonna say no because you never know. What the fuck he knows. I'm like, yeah, for sure, I'm down. And they gave me, yeah, bro, it's gonna be like 200 for us. I'm like, get the fuck out.
Oh, hell no.
You came to me asking for a feature, and
you're asking me to help you pay for it. Nah.
I'm like, I was like, it's shit all fucking weird.
Nah.
Get out of here,
You got me fucked up.
So after that, bro, and then I took a minute. To be like, what am I? Like, then I started thinking about what Dog said. You know how you said, like, should you really be charging people if you don't have a following? And I had to take a real hard look at my fucking following. And I'm like, I have about 1,000. Charge niggas $1 for each person, but I like, you know what? I was like, I just want to do music. I don't want to make no money. I do want to make money.
Right? Yeah. Everybody does.
I want to make music. I want to make fire music, and I want to make fire music with the best people around me. So that means, like I said about the shows, if you took that money aspect out, you're just working with the best people that it has to offer. You're taking that money barrier out of it.
Yeah.
When money's not an option, bro, you get the best of the best.
Very true.
So I kind of I took my own advice, like take money off the table. Let's open the aspect.
Yeah.
So now
let's make some connections first before we start making some money.
Yeah, that's how I look. And it takes took me a lot of balls to even just say that to myself. Like, I gotta take a step back, calm my fucking ego. Kind of put my dick down on my hand and think about what the fuck I'm doing.
See, me, like what I'm doing with the team now is I'm to the point to where obviously the money, whatever they decide to give me, like today. Coda just broke me off some cash. I didn't expect it. Yeah. Never expect it. But what I've been doing with them is they come in, they can come in and record what they want, and I just kind of want to be just recognized. I want to be known as the mastermind, be pulling the strings behind everything,
I feel you.
Like even if that song don't blow up and I don't make, my $100 or $200 for mixing and mastering on it, at least I know I was a part of something and I was actually,
you were a cog in the machine.
Exactly. And not only that, and what if it does bubble?
That what if, bro, is so big.
Exactly. That's why every single song is always that what if. I always think what if. Every single Quota song, every single Go to Gym song, every Prophet song, every Southwest Z song, I swear to God, it's always what if this is the one.
Yeah.
And it's always, there's always a saying I always follow is you can fail and fall 1,000 times, and all it takes is one to win.
That fucking one.
One time.
One hit wonders live off those one hits forever, bro.
Vanilla Ice.
You know what I mean? And not even that, bro. Like, you could drop one hit. You yourself could drop one hit. Feed the rest of DBR for forever, because not once you got hit, you could never drop another hit again. It may hurt, but you could be, that executive
Yep.
afterwards. Drop that hit, get the whole team noticed, get the whole team out there. Once that's gone, bro, you could just sit back and let everyone else fucking all right.
Work.
Who's next up to bat?
Yep.
Let these niggas hit it out the park. Bro.
Exactly, and that's what me and Prophet were talking about. Like, this generation of DBR may not make it, may not see, the whole thing that these artists nowadays see. But the next generation, when we're old and we're running the company as
it's
execs,
about
the future.
Yeah, bro. It's setting yourself up to win later.
And that's what I told him. I was like, we don't got to worry about this generation because I know this generation is going to work of DBR. It's the next generation we got to worry about, the future, because we can take care of ourselves now until the point to where we're like, oh, DBR don't matter anymore, and everybody goes their separate ways, and it just disappears.
Yeah, I feel you.
No, we got to think about tomorrow and the day after, not just today.
It's about who it stands for.
Exactly.
Like what it's gonna mean 20 years. Like, our kids gonna be like, oh, you remember DBR? Our kids gonna be 20 years trying to get signed like it's Def Jam Records still.
Exactly. Yes. Or Rockefeller.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or,
bro, think about it like Rockefeller, bro. When Def Jam Records was out, Rockefeller was just like DBR, bro.
Yep.
And now look at them. The same
Ruthless Records.
Ruthless Records, bro. Ruthless Records was lit, the most fire fucking thing you could ever think of. And then, they all came from what? Easy.
Yeah.
Easy like that. He was the one that, like, you watched the movie, he was the one that had the voice, kind of got them out there, got them that little, even though they all got fucked over in that situation, but they all got their name out there and were able to come out on top because of that.
Yeah.
Cube got to write his thing,
Yeah.
DGL got to direct porn.
Yeah.
Champion. Winning.
Exactly.
Dre made Dre beats, bro.
So he's it all worked out for them. Yeah.
That's how I think about it too, bro. It's like, I know, like, I'm not signed to anybody. I'm specific. When somebody, me and him would talk about me being a Southwest Mexican, I don't feel right saying it because I live in Lincoln Park now. What are people gonna say? You ain't a Southwest Mexican, you live in Lincoln Park. So I don't want to demean the whole brand, his whole brand,
right?
By that,
right?
Because of me, So I was like, we had our talk about that, and it's just him and who decides to have in it, which is just for the fact that I don't want me living in Lincoln Park to affect the reputation of the brand. Just because Southwest Mexicans and not Lincoln Park Mexicans.
True, yeah.
You could make South Park Mexican, but STM gonna beat their ass.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was just like, I'm still my dog, still my brother. We still do all our shit together. Make mad songs. Nothing ever bad came out of it, but it was just for future, bro. So no one ever comes in the future when we're fucking living lavish. Someone's like, that nigga ain't from Southwest. He lived in Lincoln Park when they did that shit, Which I used to live in. Like, I grew up there.
Honestly, my thing is, as long as you come from Southwest,
that's how I feel, bro. But a lot of people, how people are, bro.
It'll be those people that don't live in Southwest to say something. It's always
it, So I just didn't want to put that kind of heat on Sombra or whoever comes into Southwest Mexican in the future to where they're like, they gotta explain on my behalf. Like, I don't want to bring my. Like, if I got niggas after me trying to kill me, I'm not gonna put you with me. So niggas gonna be like, get you in the shit. You know? It's just I'm gonna take this heat. I'm gonna rep Southwest to the death of me, and
guilty by association.
And if they want to come at me, come at me about me repping Southwest, and I'll handle it by myself. So no one else gets no one else gets there. Has to deal with it.
That's respectful. I got respect for that. Yeah, because that's how I live true to my reputation and my label because we're sitting in a basement.
Yeah, no, that's how I think about it. Because like at the end of the day, it's like when we tell our story and we tell people like how how it all came about. It's like I don't want to tell people like, yeah, I lived in Southwest, but when I started rapping, I was in Lincoln Park, and then I became a Southwest. Like, no, like I'm always be a Southwest Mexican, but I'm not in Southwest anymore. I can't be diminishing their brand like that.
Right.
It's not saying Lincoln Park ain't shit. I love Lincoln Park. They're Southwest 2.0. But maybe years down the road, some kid in Lincoln Park's gonna be like, oh, well, that guy who was with them, he's in Lincoln Park. He started, he like me. That's gonna be for that kid in Lincoln Park.
Yeah.
The Mexican like me that got shipped out of Southwest because of bad shit, and his parents wanted to give him a better life in Lincoln Park, but nigga all he wants to do is music and hood shit.
Right, exactly. Hood rat shit.
And that's a bunch of motherfuckers in Lincoln Park. That's everybody in Lincoln Park came from Southwest doing this shit. Like, it's
literally.
I started the trend, baby.
Swear.
So I mean, it is what it is.
Swear.
But shit, that's why that's just you gotta open your spectrum a little bit.
Yeah.
He's a Southwest guy, the Godfather of Southwest, I like to call him, bro. And
Yeah.
I'll never, no one can never challenge that, So that's him, bro.
Yeah.
Southwest Mexican.
Yeah, yeah. That was actually that whole group, I guess you could say, or that even before it was a label, or even before it was a music thing, it was a group, and you know, I was a part of it way back when it first, had just started coming up, and
That's another thing, bro. Is like he asked, he could ask, but like, how would that feel? Like at that time, I know who else was in it. What was some old ass OG nigga? Like, I don't want that nigga to be there.
yeah,
Like kills me.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to say like I was
Like,
I don't want to say I was like a Southwest Mexican OG, but I was around when they had first started coming up. Like a lot of their first tracks
was all the folks and shit. They go by Southwest. So like even my boy, my boy Sapito, he's like, hey bro, Southwest Mexicans, that's folk. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I feel you. It's that's getting a little risky, like because he's in that shit. I'm like, I feel you, bro. I was like, but it's music. I was like, that shit, gang shit, kind of over. Which is it's bittersweet. Because it's bitter because a lot of dogs lost their life for the gang shit and whatever. But it's sweet because no one else has to go through that.
Yeah. That thank God.
Yeah.
Believe me. No, yeah, believe me, I was around for all that. A lot of their very first tracks, the Southwest Mexicans' first tracks, were recorded in my basement.
Oh shit!
So like
OG.
the OG shit, bro. Like,
so then you knew Dario in them?
I knew all of them, bro.
See, me and Dario. See, what's weird is he's the motherfucker who got me like actually on the track ever first in his life, bro. Was in
You talking about Lil Homie? Yeah.
Yep. We was on the bus in Melvindale for soccer, and he was doing something, bro. I'm like, I looked over there, hey, what you doing? He's like, oh, I'm writing some shit or whatever. He's just doing something. I was like, you write music, you rap? He's like, yeah, I sing, bro. He's like, I sing, bro.
I sing, yeah.
He's like, what? I was like, yeah, bro, I be singing this shit. I was like, come fuck with me. I ain't think anything, bro. I'm a freshman, bro. He's like a sophomore. We're just young ass kids. And I'm like, come fuck with me, bro. I sing. And I left. And
that's how it was with me and Sombra, bro. That's how I met Sombra, because I had met him through my boy Clumsy, Salvador. And he was like, yeah, this cat's dope. He's cool as hell. You should meet him. And that's when I started talking to Sombra. And he had, I don't want to say the very first day. It was a couple days after I met him, or maybe a couple months after I met him. He brought this fucked up USB mic to school.
Oh, man.
And it was all unscrewed, chip all fucked up and busted. And he was like, I can't get this bitch to work. He's like, it won't work, bro. He's like, I was like, well, he's like, I'm going to throw this bitch away. I was like, nah, let me get it. I'll take it.
You worked that bitch out.
I took that bitch home, screwed it all back together, soldered a couple things, and bro, that bitch was working brand new. And a lot of the very first Southwest Mexican songs were off that mic. I don't even know what the fuck happened to it, who I gave it to, who has it now, or even if they still have it. But I really wish I did have it, because
it's always those like weird things that you let go.
I would have literally mounted it on my wall. I would have put it in a box and gave it to him.
That's nice, bro.
Because
that's a fire. Like you could put that in a glass wall and
like my very first interface I have. I'm waiting to find a glass case for that one too, because that's going on the wall. My very first
Hobby Lobby, bro. Hobby Lobby.
Yep, I'm gonna have to.
I've seen some dope ass cases.
718. Oh wow, we went over. Well, that's cool. That's cool. I think we're gonna end it here, bro.
For sure.
That way, because, yeah. So, like I said, we got Pablo Pleasure back here again. We went over influences, origins, just pretty much the whole shebang with this cat. Just please make sure you guys stay tuned next week for my next special guest. He's another awesome artist. He's actually a Christian artist.
Oh,
yeah, you already know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
he's a Christian artist.
Tune in for that one.
He's a graphic designer.
One of the hottest in Southwest.
And he is a small business owner as well. So I'm very, very excited to finally, because, I've had artists on here and I've had group artists on here already. So to have an entrepreneur come on and talk business is going to be amazing. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play one of Pablo's new songs that he's got out, and it's called Water. I'm going to go ahead and let that play out, and then we're going to end the stream from here. All right. Sure. I appreciate you guys. Go ahead and stay tuned next week for
thank
Tempo
you for tuning
Talks.
in. Tune in next week for Tempo Talks, baby.
that water, I'm like, oh shit. I'm tryna dive into your ocean. I lick it good like no one could, now bust it open. I'm gonna ride the wave, let's put this thing in motion. You got that water, I'm like, oh shit. I'm tryna dive into your ocean. I lick it good like no one could, now bust it open. I'm gonna ride the wave, let's put this thing in motion. Tell me you want it, you tell me you need it. I got you feeling, but tell me you're on it. You think about at 3 in the morning. Got plans for you, baby. No need for hesitating. Ooh, girl, you got me waiting. No need for conversation, cause I can't get you out of my head. Can't stand you not in my bed. Come on, baby, won't you lay your titty on me? I'm sorry that came out, baby. I'm kinda horny. Baby, you're the one I wanna beat that pussy all night. Wanna make you moan just to hear what it sound like. Fuck it up, I love to see it when your legs shake. Don't you get up, baby, we fucking till the bed. You got that water, I'm like, oh shit. I'm tryna dive into your ocean. I lick it good like no one could, now bust it open. I'm gonna ride the wave, let's put this thing in motion. You got that water, I'm like, oh shit. I'm tryna dive into your ocean. I lick it good like no one could, now bust it open. I'm gonna ride the wave, let's put this thing in motion.